Hi, this is Lisa Schmid. Welcome. Oops, I'm sorry, I don't have my mic on. Let's grab that. Welcome to Wonder Wednesday. Wonder Wednesday is a time when we can talk about, or when I will talk about, how to make something or uh, how to use a tool or a technique or something like that. So, tonight, what I'm going to do is talk about the tulips and how to put them together. Last week, I talked about the daffodils, and this week, I'm going to show you how to use the tulips. Because honestly, it can be a little intimidating if you're like, I don't know what all these dies are for, but they're not hard once you know how to use them, right? All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. Let me show you what I'm using first. So first I'm going to show you this Flowering Fields suite. The Flowering Fields designer series paper is just so beautiful. So I did it like this. So this is the front and the back side. I can't even pick what would be my favorite. Cannot even say. I think it's so pretty. And you might have seen Dave put is this your favorite or the other? This is just gorgeous. So, and I don't know if you noticed, but on the back of when you get designer series paper, on the back has the different colors that are in here. And so those are these colors, obviously, that are just right here with it. But super easy to like check and see, because sometimes, particularly like if there's a green or something, you're like, well, what green is that? Well, there you go. Okay, so that is the designer series paper. And let me show you. I'll go ahead and show you this, and then we'll go ahead and make them. So here's the tulips, and they look kind of funky, right? So if you have the tulips, I would take a screenshot of this, or I can take a picture and post it in the comments.
We'll post it in the comments.
We'll post it in the comments too. But this was kind of funky for me to figure out as well. But the great thing is in the dies, there are these 3 pieces. There are also 3 of these, which is really handy. Oops, I remember I did not die cut this one. So we'll do that here. All right. So what we're going to do, I'll go over some of that in a moment, but I'm going to use Calypso Coral, and we are going to die cut out these 3 funky pieces. Funk it down.
For those of you in Minnesota, are you all keeping warm with our sub-zero blast?
I just went out to feed our chickens. Dave said he doesn't do winter chickens, so they're my responsibility in the winter, which is totally fine.
Wait. I said that before we got the chickens.
Right. I want chickens, and I want them in the winter. Dave just want to have them in the winter, in the summer, and then have them go to a farm in the winter. I'm like, no. Anyway, we digress. So here we're going to die cut these out, which I did already, so you don't have to watch me do that. One side, the top side, does have a little impression. You can kind of see
Lift it up a little more. Just hold it still. Oh.
Go a little further away. Anyway, yeah, you can see that little impression there. Anyway, and the back side is usually a little bit rougher. I don't know how else to explain that, but so that's the front. And one more. This is the front of our paper. Okay, so there's our 3, and let me put these back. And this one, it has 3. These go inside, and there's 3 of them, which is so great. So I die cut the 3 in pale papaya. Okay, I literally just held it up to the Calypso Coral. I'm like, oh, that's pretty.
Hi, Sandy. Hi, Barb.
Hi, friends.
I know, Barb.
Oh, good.
The tulips are tricky.
And Barb, I know you sent something. I didn't see it yet, but I do want to look at it. Okay, and then I just need to die cut this, and I don't know. Should we just do white? I guess we could. Let's just do. I have white right here. Yeah, I think we'll just do another layer of. Maybe I'll do vanilla because a little bit more color. All right, so I'm just going to use very vanilla because I forgot to die cut this one. And all of these, you can double up. You can double up and die cut 2 at a time. Same with the leaves. So that's what I tend to do because why not? If I'm running it through one time, I might as well get 2.
And friends, I see there are a bunch of people on with us.
Don't
forget that anyone who makes a comment on one of our broadcasts gets entered in the drawing. Diane was the lucky winner this week. Make a comment, and maybe you can be the lucky winner when we draw on Monday.
Yeah, we'll draw every Monday. That's our plan. So see, here's 2. And then they do kind of stick together, but there we go. And I just need 2 of them. So, all right. I know you can hardly wait to see how we put these together. Okay, so I also die cut out some of the leaves. So here's our 2 leaves. So we have a bigger leaf and a smaller leaf. And I really think the leaves could go either way. I mean, it could go this way with this little thing at the top. It could go that way. It doesn't matter. And then, so there's a 2 big, 2 small. And then there are, this one's backwards. There we go. I think. Nope, the other way was right. Okay. And then there are 2 stems. So one stem is a little bit shorter and a little bit thicker, and one is a little bit longer. And I believe I have 2 of these as well. All right. So let's go ahead.
Hi, Kathy. Yeah, isn't that great? You can't cut 2 of everything, but many
Right.
things you can. So
On here, this you probably cannot because it's a little bit more detailed. But when things are just the outline, you can cut 2 of them. For example, with this right here, let me just show you this one right here. This piece we would not be able to cut 2. I don't think. I always try it. Why not, right? Give it a try. All right, let's go ahead and put these together. I'm actually going to take, I think this one looks like dog ears. So I'm going to turn it upside down. So this is the right side. I can see those little ridges, but I'm going to turn it upside down because I'm going to fold it in. Okay. Then we're going to take a very vanilla and I'm going to layer that like right there. I'm going to fold these in.
So do you want to just do that?
I will. I just want to make sure I've got it in the right spot. Yes, you're folded in just so you can see a little bit of that top, and then that's our tulip. So yes, I do. I wanted to make sure it was correct before I stuck it on and had to pull it off. I don't know anyone who would do that, but so this, oopsie, I forgot one thing already. See, this middle piece goes in first, and this sits just below the little top. So I want to be able to see that calypso coral behind it a little bit. So it actually lines up kind of on the bottom. It fits right in there. So let's put adhesive on that. Oop. And I'm going to line it up on the bottom like that. So I can still see some of the coral behind it. Then we'll go ahead and put this one on top like that, lining it up again on the bottom. Okay, so then when I close these, okay, so my vanilla might have been a little high, a little low. I'm just going to...
I think it looks good.
Yeah. So then we're going to put adhesive on these little doors and close them. So this one is the dog ear. You see how it kind of looks like a dog? So this is the dog-eared one. Okay. So that's a tulip. And we can go ahead and put it on I'm going to put some adhesive on and stick it on. We'll make a card here. But Dave said he thinks it's okay. I don't like it. So I'm going to just cut it off because it could have gone a little higher.
I was looking at the top.
Oh, the bottom. I don't like that. I just
Gotcha.
didn't like that. All right, so there's a tulip. Now let's make another one. And this one looks like a heart, right? So this one, again, we're going to always turn it over so that the little ridges that we can see are on the top. All right, so we're going to put this little one on first. This one's going to go right. Look, I even have to look. Actually, I'm going to attach it to here first, and then we'll put these 2 together. So I'm going to put it like that so I can still see that pretty middle. Okay. Let's stick that on like that. I can just see the middle. And then the way this is going to sit, yep. Sorry, I'm like looking, going, oh, I think that's right. Oh, I remember. Sorry. Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. So this is going to sit right on the bottom there. It's going to line up there. And right here, this whole thing is going to flip over. And this one is kind of bendy because it's thin. So I can kind of manipulate it a little bit. So let's go ahead and put adhesive on. Notice I'm holding at the thin spot because I don't want to rip off that piece. That's right. So this one is more like a door. And I'm going to pull that out just a little bit. Isn't that pretty?
So pretty.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. We'll stick this one on a stem. We'll make something with these. And the last one just has, so again, this side is the side with the image up, But when I actually put it together, I'm going to flip it so it's pointed down. And this one, I even look at what I made because it took me a while to figure it out. So this one I'm going to line up on the bottom like that, and I'm going to shut the door. I guess all of them, oopsie, clearly not, right? I can't see it. So let's move that up a little bit higher. Trying to look at my piece. Yeah. What?
Barb says, apparently I put mine together round. No, you know what? Just
It's a
because
tulip.
there's a suggested way, if you do it and it looks fun, then that works just
And if
great.
it looks fine, yeah. Yep. I don't think there's a right or a wrong really, but I was just trying to copy what I saw in Stampin' Up. Okay, so that's a bud. And it's interesting, my first die cut, this did not have space underneath. So I'm wondering if I'm going to pull it down so that covers. Do you see what I'm doing? I want this to line up. So maybe I just didn't fold it quite right. There we go. So that is the bud.
So there's just a little peekaboo of the bottom color.
Correct. Yeah, just a little piece of it. I'm not going to stick that on you because I don't know which way I want these to go. All right, let's go ahead and build a little card here. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but I'm going to use Calypso Coral, and I'm going to use the Pale Papaya. I'm just going to stick those on, and we're going to make something right on here.
Watch out, folks. She's freestyling.
Freewheeling. All right. You're right, I am. But that's how we design, right? That's how we make cards. So, what did I see the other day? I saw something that was really pretty. All right. So we can put these. I think I'm going to want this one. Yeah, I think I want it the same direction. So I'm just going to stick that on there. Let's get some adhesive. And of course, you could put the tulips popping up. I think I'm going to turn it this way. Is that open that way? Yes. I don't know. I don't know, friends. What do you think? Let's stick this on. There we go.
I think we're going to be pulling some stuff up.
Yeah, I don't think so. It is very pretty inside a vase also. I think 2 is kind of nice instead of the 3, honestly. I'm going to do just 2 on this one. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and stick down my green. And I'm going to stick down this. Kind of like that. Because we still have leaves, right? We have leaves we can put on. That covers up everything. All right, I got to turn off this heat. I'm dying. When I get down here, it's cold, but then the heat is too warm. All right, so let's look at our leaves. Where do we want to put them? I don't know. We'll take a look and see. We can do it this way. We can do it that way. I'm going to do it that way. I like how that curves in, but either way, it doesn't matter, right? Either way is totally fine.
Well, and the other thing is those front petals you sort of glued down, you can leave those loose so they sort of stand
these
open
right
a
here?
little bit.
Sure. I suppose.
Depending on
I'm going to put it down on the bottom, and I'm actually going to use maybe the other. No, I'm going to use that little one. Freewheeling. You know how that goes.
Freestyling.
Freestyling. Well, freewheeling is like when you're driving. No, he's shaking his head saying, absolutely not. All right. There we go. And I think that's all we need. I don't think we need any others. Isn't that so pretty? And I'm going to put a little, that kind of bugs me that one little one, I put the stem up a titch too high. So I'm just going to trim the stem underneath there so we don't see it. And isn't that pretty? I think it's really pretty. Let's stamp a word. Word. Let's see what our word is. We still have this one. Oh, you know what? This one could go inside. Except, yes, I do have white paper. We're going to stick this one inside because why not? Because we made it, right? And I know one of you are going to want this by making a comment. I think this could be one of your cards. All right. I'll put a little adhesive on the green and I don't know. Let's stick it on like that over a little further. There we go. Okay. So you have a nice little surprise. I am going to pop this up with a dimensional. I mean, come on. How can we not? I know I stuck them on, but I'm going to lift it up and stick a dimensional under there just to make them pop up a little bit. And this one does kind of unfold because it's just not as much surface area. So, all right, words.
And that was 15 minutes, 13 seconds, if anyone was keeping track.
Stop. All right, what do we want to put on here? This is my favorite. I love that it's a circle. I just think that's really pretty. I don't want to use that on this one, but what do you think, hun? Birthday?
Sure.
We could go birthday. Is there a little one? Ooh, should we make this as a Mother's Day for your mom?
It's a little early, but
A little early. All right.
maybe birthday.
Birthday. Okay, let's go with a birthday. That's this one. And I could stamp it right on here, but I do not want to do that. Because if I do that, what if I make a mistake? Then I have to cover it up. So let's just, I'm going to stamp this in Calypso Coral on a little smidge of white. Yeah, just thinking. That could be a dangerous thing sometimes. I'm going to go really low, so I just have to cut out 2 sides. And normally, honestly, I would use a die. I feel like I do this a lot on the screen because we're like, oh, what shape, what size? And so, but when I actually use sentiments, I really don't actually cut them very much. What do you think about this? I saw this a couple times. I was like, a little bit different with just an angle.
Sure.
Yeah, isn't that pretty? Popped up? Yes. Thank you for your input. 30 years going strong, friends. 30 years of fantastic wub and mowage. There we go. All right. See, and then that covers that bottom also. I'm going to go over a little further so it's not quite so centered and centered. There we go. Isn't that pretty? What do you think? What do you think? Make sure you make a comment and see. So I want to show you one other thing because, of course, the dies are beautiful. So let me just set my ink aside here. The dies are beautiful, right? Look at how fun these tulips are. You can also stamp them and then die cut them. The leaves I stamped. There also is a die for that little, like a little grass on the bottom.
Couldn't quite see where you're pointing.
I'm sorry, this right here, this little grass. There's a, I realize it's, there we go. That little piece right there. It's a little piece of grass kind of under here, and that is also a die. So here's our leaves and dies, okay? However, we can also stamp. We could also stamp the flowers. That's why I was thinking 2 colors, and I missed the third there. But let's go ahead and stamp these just so you can see. You don't always have to die cut it out, and they are just gorgeous. That's why I have this white here. Okay, we are going to use same colors, Calypso Coral. I have all my stuff. There we go. Calypso Coral and the Pale Papaya. So we are going to do the, where are my stamps? Here they are. And I do like to stamp them and then die cut them. That's kind of fun, but you don't have to. So know with the photopolymer, it's not going
Or you
to.
could just stamp them and not die cut them.
That's what I'm going to do on this card. Yeah. So the photopolymer will pick up the ink. Don't worry about it. It's not going to, this stamp is clean. It's not going to come off on my paper, but it's not also not going to come, it's not going to get completely clear like these other stamps. It just is not. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to stamp this one, obviously, because it's dark. The lighter one, there's, I don't know. I don't think it even matters. Maybe we should do 2 just to see, but I'm going to do the lighter one first. Does not matter. There we go. And I'm going to stamp this darker one on top. I'm already smudged. All right. Oh, no worries. Okay, so what I'm looking at is this little curve right here kind of mimics this curve, like it was made to go together. It actually is easier, I'm going to stop for a second, on a bigger block, because on that little block, what I'm seeing is the edge and I can't really see there we go, that's much better. All right, go. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, thank you. It is pretty. All right.
Ooh,
we want to use a little inside for that little, where the stamen, is that what they're called, Dave? Little stamen on the inside. I don't know if that's what's called on tulips, but let's just add those in there. Aren't they pretty? All right, let's do another tulip because we can. And this one will do our medium-sized tulip. So the medium size has like this heart-shaped one. So I'm going to pull these off. There we go. My fingers, are going to get inky here because I didn't clean it. Okay, let's put this one on. What is that? I have a little piece of paper on here. I don't know. That's not going to work on a stamp. There we go. And this one. Okay, so this one we're going to stamp. I'm thinking I should probably stamp the stem before I get too much further. It's good to do things in the right order. Don't you think? I think so. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, I didn't bring over a green though. Honey? Dear
Stand
heart.
by.
All right, we'll go ahead and keep going with this. So this one, I want the bigger one to be the darker. It doesn't matter which one you do first. I'm going to do this right there. So this one I did the darker first. The other one I did the lighter first. You find which one you feel fits better. And this little heart, they fit right there in those two little circles. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And if you wanted more, that's okay. Just move it around. It's a flower. All right, I guess we have to show you. I'm going to show you that last one, which is the smallest one. And we'll just make the stems fit. The smallest little bud is, and this one I did not put any black in. I suppose you could, but I did not. The last one, I am going to do the bigger one in dark again. Thanks, love. Stick that up there, and the lighter one in papaya. So look at the mess I've made. So pretty though. So pretty. Oh, that's sitting in ink. Okay. He brought these two. I'm going to use Old Olive, Old Faithful, and let's go ahead and just stick them on. Don't mind me. You know, I'm just flipping it over to make it go the other way. Totally fine. Do you see my dilemma?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. It's in front of it. That's why you do the stems first. But anyway, yeah. So that's how you make the flowers. I'm not going to finish this one because I don't know that anyone would want this. But anyway, that's how you make the flowers. Aren't they pretty? Okay, since I'm not sending this to anybody, let's put, do you think that one would have, you'd be able to see the black in that or no?
No.
No. Okay. I was going to say, let's try it, but let's not. Okay. The last one is this beautiful, I just have it on a magnetic strip, but this beautiful tulips. And I happen to have a couple of those cut out. And I've seen these used, no worries, we're good. I've seen these used like double, like people layering them, kind of like this, and having lots of tulips. I don't know, it's pretty. So those are our tulips. I hope you got some great ideas.
So Barb asked, do you always have to use 3 different colors, or is that just for demo purposes?
Well, that's a great question. We could try one. Nope.
I would say you always can use sort of a monochromatic look.
I'm going to let him talk to you while I try it.
You still have the texture of the different pieces of the tulip. You might use 2 pieces in one color and 1 in an accent color. Really, it is mix and match to your heart's content.
Yep, but I'm going to go ahead and, did you have anything you wanted to tell them?
Sure.
All right.
Everyone knows that last Saturday was the deadline for our virtual card kit club. But coming up, we have the monthly stamp club, which is our in-person club. Our monthly stamp club happens on the 4th Thursday of the month. You'll come, you'll make 3 cards. You get to use lots of fun products, great bonuses. You will place a $30 order when you are here. And after 6 consecutive months of being in the club, you get $25 in free merchandise. So as with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com and you can register for that. But that is coming up on the 27th, I believe, is the 4th Thursday of the month. So in-person card club coming up. The card kit club is orders are going to be going out here shortly.
And then if you didn't sign up this month for that one, you sure still can.
For next month.
For next month, exactly right. Yeah, not this month. Sorry. Dave's like, please don't talk about that. No, I'm kidding. He didn't. All right, so there's one in the same color. Let's pull our other one back in. Here's the one in different colors. I prefer this because I feel like I really can't see all those layers. And when I look at this one, I just like the different colors. I think they're really pretty. So I prefer that. I did bring over a couple of cards to show you. that are just using this sweet. You wonder what's on the edge of that table? Just kidding. Just keep pushing it off. All right. This card, I love this. It is so simple and it is so pretty that, and this is made by, hang on, Kathy Seal. I just think it's like classic, simple. So she just took a piece of designer series paper. It could have been any. This one's different than this one, doesn't matter. And then the dies are from Shadow Flowers, Flower Shadows. Dave's going to look it up. Here's another card. This one is just beautiful. So there, Barb, look, she made it differently than I did. Do you see that? She put this piece on the front. I like that too. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to layer these. And she used 2 colors. So you could use 2. I think this is very pretty. And this is the Gingham 3D embossing folder. I love that these are stamped on the old olive.
That first one uses the amazing thanks dies.
Oh yeah.
And the nice thing is you don't have to use the stamp set with them.
Right. So these dies, thank you, Dave. The amazing, it says amazing you and thanks. So you could say you are, there's an R there. You are amazing, or you could say thanks or amazing. Anyway, lots of things you could say using the amazing silhouette bundle or dies. Back to this. So I stamped on white, and I really like that this is Susan Campfield, and I like that she stamped on the old olive in old olive. It's just it gives a little bit of texture, but I really like her.
And that's that gingham embossing folder.
Yes.
Gives some really nice texture.
If I didn't say that, I thought I did, but I don't. No. All right, here's another flower, lots of tulips. 3 different colors. I mean, I honestly don't think there's any right or wrong way to make the tulips. I would probably want to push these together, but let's see. This is made by Mary Kiley. It's very pretty.
And the stitched greenery die in the background there.
And then this one, I just wanted to pull over one that was stamped. You may have seen this before, but, and this person just used 1 color. This is Kelly Burkhart, and she just used the 1 color. That's okay. Sure. You don't have to use both colors. You can use just 1 with a little bud inside. So those are our cards. Those are our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tulips. I just think they're gorgeous. If you ever have any questions, please let us know. We'd be happy to answer. If you have something you're like, how do you use that? Or what is that? Please let me know, and I'm happy to do it for you. All right, Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. For me, that's the last day of the week for my students because Friday is a grading day. So looking forward to that. But stamping, if you make something with the tulips, would you post it here or post it on my Facebook page? Because we would love to see what you are making, because that gives us all really good ideas. All right, friends, make sure you like the page, share it with your friends, and make sure you comment so you can get entered into the drawing. Other than that, we will see you on Saturday. Is there anything else, Dave?
That's it.
Always have to check in. All right, friends, have a great rest of your week, and make sure to stamp something. Oh, and the coffee and card, he's rolling his eyes. Coffee and card is on Saturday at 10 a.m. if you want to come. No registration, just come. And it's $5. So would love to have you if you want to come and make a card and have coffee and some little treats and just chat. All right, friends, I will see you. If I don't see you Saturday morning at 9, I'll see you at 10. If not, have a great week. Bye.